Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. Once again, I'm out in the woods. No, I'm just on the other side of the house. Oh, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Man, I got a little mayhem. A few things, getting a few things done. I'm gonna show you, but having a little, I don't know, little whoop-de-doos. So we got a little bit to do with this, and a little bit to do with this, and then a couple other things. See, I'm on this side of the house now. But welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Stick around. See what you think. I almost get in trouble, but by the grace of God, I was able to salvage it. But I'll explain all that. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. You remember the video or two ago, I showed you my busted tail light. And now the tape I put on there, it's all split up. There's still some over here, some right here, and some right here. Well, a new one came in. So, not a big job, I hope, but let's go ahead and get that switched out. And then we'll see if I can get that cherry picker out of here. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I got enough room. Might tilt it up and turn it or something. I don't know. I'd really like to get this engine off this truck. I'm tired of driving it around. But let's see if we can get this light fixed first. Alright, well I got the darn thing switched. It was a bit of a pain in the butt too. Nothing is simple anymore. Little clips that hold the side didn't want to act right. I'm finished getting this tightened up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, I got her in. Got her in. It looks pretty good. Looks better than the busted one. $116 later. That's just crazy for a hunk of plastic. But it did come with new bulbs. But I still got my old ones that are still working, so I'll keep all that. I used my little set again. If y'all remember, I used those on the mirrors on a little shop truck. Worked good. There's this little thing here that holds these. There's only two things, only two nuts, screws, whatever, screws holding it on. It's got little clips on this side. Pain in the butt. But I got her on. Not a big job, just kind of tedious. A little pain in the butt with them little clips. But there we go. One step closer to it being back the way it ought to be. And it is November, so I got to have that lens. And I'm going to have to take the hood scoop off again. That'll be coming up pretty soon. I don't think it'll be in this video, but it might. It's no telling with me. Now, let me see if I can make room. I'd really like to get that engine off of there. very difficult by yourself. All right, let me get all these bungee cords in this trash bag and all this unwrapped, make sure the chain's in good shape, and I'll come right back to you in just a second. All right, it's sketchy, but let's see if it'll work. Already having an issue. I should have run them legs out a little bit further. See if I can find some weight for this or run the legs out a little more. All right, even more sketcy. A tire and a bungee cord. Put a little weight on it. So let me get the truck out from under it. See if we can get this thing on the ground. One thing for sure, at least it's off the truck. At least it's off the truck. That's a good thing. Well, I'm sure some of y'all, especially old timers like me, have heard of the Hemi under glass. Old Barracuda, I think 69 Barracuda with a Hemi in the back, the wheel standing car. If you're not familiar with it, look it up, Hemi under glass. Now we got a Hemi on the ground. Not quite as cool, but still cool. Now I need to try to wrap it up. Keep some of the rainwater out of it. But it's off the truck. Thank the good Lord. Ooh, look how jacked up that thing looks. I did like it sitting low, but I didn't like that engine on it. Now you got to ride around in tow haul mode to save your transmission, although that does make it shift hard and stay in gear longer. But golly, look how jacked up that thing is. You'd think this was 3/4 ton, but it's not. It's a 1/2 ton, and it's got 4-inch lowering springs in the back. I didn't even lower the front. Front stock. That's crazy. That's like I was saying before, the only way to lower it anymore, really, with the springs, is to take the lowering springs and cut them. Oh well, anyway. Tail light in, engine off. Yay, great. That's good. I'm happy for now. All right, stay tuned. More to come. All right, let me see if I can get this set up. Get back to you. I'm about ready to put this up for sale, the car and the trailer. I got to sit and think about right. My back's no better off. That's where she drove. Me trying to stop her. That's where the block was to begin with. Of course, I still ain't moved the truck. So, boom. All right, but now, see, ain't no level spots around here at all anyway. I did shock the well, should have done that to begin with. Live and learn, hopefully you live. Still got a little bit of yard left, so I can definitely get some more around if I need to. Blocked up the back end, kind of like you do a camper or something. Hold a little pressure on that so it can't roll back and it can't tip over to the back. You see what I'm saying? See how far the car hangs off of it? This ain't really a car trailer. You can use it as a car trailer, but it's more of a small equipment kind of trailer. It's a heavy trailer. Probably more for like a bobcat or a ditch witch or something like that. But it just does hold a big old car, barely. But it hangs off and it makes it real butt heavy. And I could come up a little further, but really not a whole lot further with that toolbox on there. But I could have come up a little bit further. But I can't move it now because I got to straighten that tie rod where I bent it. See, this one is turned, this wheel, and this one is not. So I ended up bending the tie rod. I just need to straighten it, beat it back out, straighten it up. It ain't got to be perfect as long as it's straight to her. So really right now I can't even take it off the trailer, which I ain't got anywhere to put it right now anyway. But I'll get around to it. Around to it. But I tell you what, whew, that was something. Having an issue with the truck here because I don't know who or what put those lugs on, but they do not want to come off. I got my little power tool there, but that's a 1/2 inch dry. All it does is sit there and hammer. So I gotta go back up to the shop and I'll get the 4-way. See if I can't get them loose. I can't find my inner tubes anyway. Woo, big surprise. What I get for trying to get something done. Let's get back to it. All right, so what happened was I thought this was pretty level. There's a slight slope back. I thought it was pretty level. The car is, you know, I say a little butt heavy, but it's really balanced very well on the trailer over the axles. Okay, so have the truck here, and when I raised up on the little foot here on the trailer and unlocked the thing here, once it cleared that ball, it hopped off and took off. It rolled all the way down through here. You see kind of where it tore off the ground. So I was trying to bite. And like I say, this is where the block was. The little foot thing. And it took off, of course, to freak me out. So I was kind of dragging along, trying to get it to stop and push down on the tongue so it would bite into the ground. And it stopped there. That is the moment I learned that no matter if you think it's kind of level, chock the wheels on the trailer. So I did. But that's how far she ran. It sure felt like a whole lot more when I'm hanging on to the tongue trying to get it to stop. But it does level out a little bit back here. And of course, if it did take off, them trees would stop it. But that was the pucker moment. When I unlocked it and it cleared that ball and it just took off. Yeah, not a great feeling. But it's okay. And I learned no harm, no foul. It wasn't super tight. A couple of them were, but I think this thing's battery's just getting low on it. Well, I got her off. You saw that. I'm gonna throw it in the back of the soul shaker. I don't plan on taking it anywhere to fix it, but I gotta take it up to the shop. So might as well put it in the back of the truck. I'll be carrying it around for a day or two anyway. If I can't find them inner tubes, I'm gonna try to find one somewhere else or find a tire. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in my drink holder, my console. It's a little lug nut, one of them crappy ass factory ones that's supposed to have the little chrome outer shell on it. And they always mess up and come off. And then when they do, the nut size is almost in between. It's too big for a 3/4 and it's a little small for a 7/8 or what is that one, 13/16 or something. But I think it's 13/16. Just does bite on it. So I might as well go buy the O'Reilly's and see if I can't get me a little bit better. I might get all of them, or I might just get them for the rear axle. Get 10 of them. But if they got them, I'll probably go ahead and get 20. But I want to get the good regular lug nuts. One of them little bitty things. Every little bit you do, you know. But the first time I've seen it sitting level. That's just because I got it jacked up. Well, almost level. Almost level. Kind of level. Man, I want to drive this thing. If I can't, if I don't get a word on some fuel injection parts, I might just have to bolt that bed down and get her running on the carburetor. I would like to ride it, at least knock it around here a little bit. All right, let's get this tire up here and see what we got. It looks pretty clean. It looks pretty good. I might not have to take the tire all the way off. I might just get the inner tube in it from here. All right, well, it seems pretty clean inside the wheel and tire there. Just get a little bit of this. In there. So I got a wrestle down there. I'm gonna see if I can get this on without pinching it. Here's the hard part. Oh, yeah, let's pick it up first. All right, let me see if I can kind of feel around. I don't think. I think it's gonna be all right. I hope. All right, well, I think I got it down. We'll come back. It bit me somewhere. Oh well. So I got my old pants on, old shirt and everything. All right. Here's the tricky part. Let's see if I can pry this up just a little bit. All right, well, I sure hope it is. Like to fill it up slow. Remember all that air. There's a lot of air in there that's got to come out. Well, it's looking promising. Except my hand. Almost just scuffed it. Right there where those blood vessels are. Those veins are. I wiped it about 3 times on my pants. It's still running pretty good. I got a little drip on the floor. I don't even feel it. I don't even know where I got it. Not uncommon. We call them with tires. Wheels and tires. But I put that in there and I put it on 20. And it ain't leaked down. I know usually with inner tube, if you pinch it or there's a hole in it, sometimes it's difficult to even get it up to any air pressure. So it's a good sign. I won't know until tomorrow probably, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk. I was just gonna come up, this is late Friday evening, and I was just gonna come up and bring a tire and put it on set it on the tire machine and get it ready to do tomorrow. I got a few other things I need to do. We gotta work on chinchilla cages and stuff. But anyway, so I thought, well, let me go ahead and turn the air compressor on and break the tire down. And you saw that. I broke it down. It was good and clean. So I went ahead and put it in. Now it's on. So I'm going to just give it a minute and check the pressure. Make sure it's staying on 20. And it's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and put, I don't know how much, maybe 30 in it. And then put it back in the back of the truck. If it's still holding there tomorrow, we'll put it on the truck, which will just be a few seconds for y'all. I put it on the Ford. We'll see what we got. All right, well, the tire seems to still be pumped up. And I bought some new lug nuts because these things are hurting. That's the little shell that's supposed to be on them. It's amazing still some on it. And this is what happens when they come off. It's just enough difference between them to where it changes the size. And these are the ones I got to put on. They're the solid actual lug nuts, and they'll look a lot better and they'll work better. And the tire seems to still be pumped up. So let's go ahead and get her on. Let's see if I can pick this thing. All right, so what I had to do was let it down just a little bit. Be the whole next thing. And then push it up on there a little more even. It probably don't look like it to y'all, but it's a slope right here too. And me sitting down, I just don't have the strength to pick this big wheel, entire steel wheel, not aluminum, and put it on that way. So close to the ground. If it was like it was on the left, you could get it up and put it on. But I got it. All right, here we go. Let me get on the ground. We'll see what she looks like. All right, there we go. A lot better. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. Well, all's well that ends well, I guess you could say. We got the lens and tail light in the truck, got the engine off, I'm glad. Got the tire fixed on the F-150 and back on with new lug nuts. Man, she looks a whole lot better standing up on all fours instead of 3 and a partial. And we didn't lose the Galaxy in the trailer down through the woods, although the woods would have stopped it. But anyway, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week and I'll have something else. I guarantee it. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button and you'll subscribe. You're helping me out. I really do appreciate it. And like I say, you come back next week and I'll have something else for you. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I got the old brain working. We'll figure something out, won't we? So I really appreciate you watching. Thanks. So you come back to see me and I'll be here, good Lord willing, and I'll see you at the shop. Remember, subscribe. Where is it? Right here? Thanks.